And then
if you got rid of deception,
could be eliminated.
Could you have novelists? Everything in a novel is a lie.
Yes,
it's a lie.
It's creative. It's not a lie. They're not pretending.
It's a lie.
Steven Spielberg is not pretending.
I invented somebody that does not exist.
Yes, but
I had to make decisions.
It's very different. It's creation. There's a very different thing going on. If artistic creation is very different than a lie.
So you have to have, in addition to your lie meter, you have to judge whether someone is being creative in the thing they're telling you that's not true.
Well, if they say it's a nonfiction book, then they're lying, right? If it's a fiction book, then they're being creative. If someone's being deceptive in a nonfiction book, that's a bad person. But if someone is writing something like Salem's Lot from Stephen King, this crazy story about a town that gets taken over by vampires, that's just fun.
Mm-hmm. So he's not lying.
No.
There. Okay.
He's a creative person. He has imagination.
I just worry about
will still exist.
The unintended consequences of restricting people's capacity to deceive.
Ooh.
Is there some fallout from that we don't anticipate?
I think there's a fallout from everything, right?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Every time we create pesticide, we fuck someone's endocrine system up, right? There's always something that
depends on what the pesticide's made of.
Right, but yeah, we know what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of unintended consequences to a lot of things that we do that are ultimately done for good, but turn out to be really bad.
Right.
That could be the case.
By the way, and there's also the reverse.
Yeah.
Things that were done for bad that turn out to be good.
Yeah.
That's where wisdom comes in.
Yeah. I think.
So here's another. I wanted to. I don't want to miss the opportunity of discussing questions that have no answers.
Ooh.
So make sure we have time for that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, some of them don't have answers, right?
Because some questions don't have meaning, even in the questions themselves.
Give me an example.
Oh, no, but I jumped ahead. I wanted you to finish your point.
Oh, but this is a good one. I like where you're going. I just think that if technology, to go back to it, and we'll come back to the questions, if technology continues to advance in the direction that it's going, it seems to me that one of the things that's happening is the distance and the distance between us and information is getting smaller and smaller. Our access to information is getting greater and greater. And that as this time goes on, it's going to be more integrated into who you are as a person, whether it's through Elon's creation or someone else's creation. Once that happens, I could envision a language that's being used through which we can communicate with each other, that Elon was discussing when he said you're going to be able to communicate without using words. That once that happens, you're going to be able, whether it's 100 years from now or 1,000 years from now, whatever it is, you're going to be able to display or to communicate with pure intent. You're going to be able to do things without...
I get it.
Our ability to use personality and charisma and language and to be more articulate and impressive in the way you talk, to have a different impact on the way a person receives your thoughts. Instead, it'll be purely your intent and your thought. Purely your thought process.
Allow me to ask, suppose that is possible, why would you want to do that?
Why wouldn't you want to be living in a tree throwing poop at the other chimps? Those are the good old days. The good old days when we were in the trees and we didn't have fire. We had to catch our rats and eat them alive.
In fact, we got very good at throwing things, even if it started with poop. We're the best throwers of any species there ever was, ever.